Hello and welcome to this short video on two-point perspective sketching with many objects. That's more than one object with the same vanishing points. It's kind of important on this one. So we're going to start off with the standard drawing from the shoulder, light lines as a horizon, a horizontal line high on the page with vanishing points at either end, as wide as part as we can get them. Later on we'll take these off the page and I'll give a slightly more realistic view, but in the meantime we've got vanishing points there. So horizon, remember the horizon is equal to the eye level. Eye level is how high up in your line of sight. So we're going to start with a vertical line. The vertical line is the leading edge. It's the line or the edge of the corner of the object that's nearest to the viewer. Okay, so in this case it's off to the left hand side of the view. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the scene, but I wouldn't go much further to the left than maybe this sketch at the moment. So we've got this viewer front edge, and we can put a real size on this, a height, a top and a bottom. Then lightly sketching in freehand lines from the top and bottom to the vanishing points. We've done this before, so the vanishing point on the right hand side, and of course we've got a vanishing point on the left hand side. So from the bottom point, it's almost a right angled corner there, I've mentioned that in earlier videos. We've got these lines heading towards the height. The distance between those lines appears to get smaller, it appears to get shorter, and in reality if you look at things in the distance they appear to be smaller than the equivalent object up close. So we've got that happening to the right hand side. The same thing is now going to happen to the left hand side. So you get another line sketched in, two sides. This is a cuboid. So the cuboid itself could be of any sort of proportion. So at the moment we're just going to go for looks a bit fence-like at the moment, but when we put sides on this, we'll give it a length to the right with a vertical line and a line to the left-hand side, vertical line again, giving us the distance to the left. Now we're going to draw lines for the top. These two are a bit tricky at times. People get a little bit rushed. Make sure they go towards the vanishing point. And then very quickly I've firmed in the outline of one object. There's a lot of space there, and in the past what you may have done is one drawing per page. Now we're going to try and use the page a bit more efficiently. So in this blue line I've drawn an initial front line, the leading edge, and height, and drawn lines from that height to the vanishing points and going through the same process as before, just a slightly different proportion. If I try to get a third one in that space, it's looking a wee bit busy, but it doesn't have to be big. So right down low in this red pencil I'm going to draw lines towards the vanishing points again. The earlier lines help me get this direction on these. Give it a length and a height. It looks almost a cube, but not quite. It's a little bit long to the left-hand side. And then again, firming in. So we managed to get three for the price of one, but it is a bit tight. Do you think we could get a fourth one in there? Look at the space. It would be tight. And certainly I've got lots of writing in the way, which would probably get in the way of going for a fourth one. But let's try and put something in that space at the back. In green then, a vertical line, height, top and bottom. I'm going to put a long, thin box in here. You can see the proportions, that's length, height and width being sketched out there. It's a bit on the long side. And that top green line going to the right-hand vanishing point could be a little bit tricky to do because the angle is fairly shallow. But we'll give it a go. Let's see if we can firm that one in. Again in black. Rather than the colours, just to show you the different boxes, you'd obviously use the same pencil, but there's the end of it. Lines going towards that vanishing point, and that little top back edge, the narrow bit, is not seen too well, but it does go towards the vanishing points. Well, did you manage to get that one in? Do you think it was possible? So to recap what we've done, first of all, obviously, high up in the page for everything we're doing at the moment, it's a horizon, a horizontal line, as light as you can, with vanishing points as far apart as you can. Right to the edge of the page would be best, and as I said, later on we'll have them off the page. Vertical lines, we draw vertical lines to indicate height. There's nothing sloping on these ones, it's all vertical sides. Are lines that go or head towards the right hand vanishing point or the left hand vanishing point, and that's a simple rule. Lines can only ever go in one of three directions. If you check any corner, chances are there's a line going either vertically to or from the left hand vanishing point to or from the right hand vanishing point. So yeah, you can sketch more than you thought on a page. You've got a sheet of paper handy, give it a go. Remember these boxes, they are a bit chunky. But if you look at around, there's a lot of things we can then later on fit into these sort of boxes. If you notice how they also line up, they all seem to be sitting in the same orientation, almost parallel to each other, and that's simply because they're using exactly the same vanishing points. And occasionally, one edge more can be hidden. Enjoy your sketching.